And we are on. Hey, how are you doing today? I hope you're having an excellent day of rest with your family, and I hope this is not an intrusion in your holiday, if you can call it that, for those who are in the U.S. Anyone other than, and it's just September 3rd, probably a little bit of a break for school. Who knows, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to start the screen share because I've got something I have got to talk to you about, and it is killer. We've been with New Zealand USD for a couple of 3 months now. It's from what my gather is, and I started this trade on May 25th. That's 3.5 months ago. So we started this one at, our entry point was a 0.68310, and it's a buy. And it's a 0.01, the lowest you could possibly do, because the higher you go on a trade that you're not going to do quickly, the more of a pullback risk you have, the more you're going to lose, unless you're like me and do a long term. This chart is actually on the day time frame, and it's this high because I can see a larger picture of this trade. It goes back to April of 2016. Yeah, 2.5 years isn't too bad. And if I want to see more of it, I go into the weekly chart, and it gives me a larger picture of what's going on. And you can see by looking here that the chart is telling me that it is repeating. Just recently, last night, we actually had some time with Christopher Terry, who is the CEO of IML. He has been a top trader for over 25 years. He knows what he's talking about. And the New Zealand USD was one of the 2 trades he mentioned during that training. He said he looked at it and he saw this little 1, 2, 3. The 3 movements on the downside that is right here, and you can see it right here, and it will fly up to the top. That's the type of setting that it shows, is down many head and shoulders. And head and shoulder is another term, another strategy that we can do once you become involved and get the education from IML. It gives you even more than what I've been giving you. This is called a naked chart because there are no indicators on it. But I've been watching this trade religiously. I only do one and one position. That makes my margin level stay over 2,400, no matter how far it goes. And my stop loss, I did move it. Yesterday, Sunday, when the trade opened, I was thinking I needed a little more room. So I put it at the 5,000 pips or the $50 on my stop loss. But my take profit is also at the 5,000 pips or the $50. 1-to-1 ratio. 1-to-1. The risk is the same as the profit. The longer you are in a trade, the closer you want the risk and the profit to be. So that put my stop loss at 0.63310 and my take profit as 0.73310. The reason I moved it, like I was saying, when the trade did what it was doing right here over the weekend, from Friday at 5 p.m. to Sunday at 5 p.m., it showed me during that time when it was closed that it was going to do exactly what I said it was going to do. It is going to do the 3 that it did here, and it's going to shoot up. Currently, it's a negative $23.05, and when it closed on Friday, it was at $20.92. However, it opened, and within the first 10 minutes, it went to 21.70 negative. Nothing to worry about here. It is definitely doing exactly what I was saying it was going to do, because the trade always repeats itself, always. And there's no way my stop loss is going to get hit with the way it's going right here. You see right here from August of 2015 to current, it's exactly where it was when it decided to shoot up. And it's going to be shooting up more likely before the week's out. The reason it's not doing much today is due to the fact that it is Labor Day here in the US. All the other markets do not close down. All the other commodities, the cryptocurrency, all the rest of it, if it's not in a US dollar or connected to, and it's not in Forex.com, chances are it does not shut down. That market does not close. So you can be running all week long, Sunday through the next Saturday, continual. But that's cryptocurrency. That's other types of currency. This specific one, Forex currency, or USD and Euro, or USD and CAD, these are just some of the pairs that I've been mentioning that do close Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern and open back up on Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern. And during that time frame, the market has to adjust for when it closes to when it opens. And there's, in many of the trades, is what we call a gap until it readjusts to where it should be or where it was going. And that gap can be quite a few pips to the trader that wants to trade on gaps. All these words that I'm using, if you do not understand, that's not a problem. I'm just giving you a little more information so that you know where I'm going. Now I'm going to go back to the day chart. I like it better. It does a whole picture for me, and it shows me exactly what's needed and what's going on. If I want to get at a higher picture of what's happening, it's not hard to do, just to go into the week or the month. And I'm just adjusting it so the whole trade is on the screen for you. Now, there's been many times when I could have put in a sell or another buy. But doing that with this company, this broker, it's a little difficult because of the first in, first out rule. And it can hurt. So keep it how it is. Get your trades or signals an idea from The two people I follow always is Warren White, sorry, or Stevenson Lindor. Those two have taught me so much when it comes to trading. And obviously, Christopher Terry is always one that I will always pay attention to because of his experience and his knowledge. And he trades so well. I cannot say otherwise. So if you're in IML or you want to be, we can continue to keep the training simple and complete until you get to a skill where you need to hire advanced knowledge or education or training. It happens with every single one of us. So the trade is definitely open, as you can see. And while we've been talking, it's gone from $23 negative to $23.06 down to 05. It's similar. It's what I expected for it to do because it's consolidating. It is showing me where it's going to go next. And sitting and looking and following the trade and the trend it's going, the patterns it has set over this time frame just gives a clearer picture. And as you can see, there's no indicators on here. I can mark out my chart. I do know how, but it's just difficult. And at times, looking at the trade, follow how far up I go in the time frames gives me a clearer picture than having all the indicators, all the lines, because before long, you can't really see what the trade's doing. It just makes it harder, and what would be the point, right? So, once again, we're going to go through and show you exactly where this trade is and what the numbers show up. I'm clicking on it, and it showed it opened at 0.66052. The high was 0.66204. The low of this trade was 0.65. And it's moved just like that. And it's not hard to do. All I have to do is move my mouse and point to the low was 0.65925. It closed at 0.66008. And it's currently at a 46,405 in volume. Still not an issue at all. And as soon as the time changed, I actually had another 3 cents removed from this as a fee for doing over 24 hours. And that's what this broker does. So I am currently gone down to 517.01. And since I've been in this trade, I've lost maybe 89 cents in fees. Not that big of a deal when you consider how far it's gone and how high it's going to go. So thank you for joining me. I'm going to stop my screen share and see if there's any questions that people need to ask. Going once, going twice, gone. And keep in mind that in the next 10 days, our event's going to start in Fort Lauderdale. And it's amazing. You still have the opportunity to purchase your tickets at sourceiml.com or source.com. Either one will get you to where you need to be. And thank you for joining me, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a great night. Bye-bye.